Paul's ministry was pretty matter of fact. He really didn't. He usually went straight to the issue. And in Galatians 2, he had a face-to-face with Peter. And it says, "But when Peter was come to Antioch, I withstood him to the face, because he was to be blamed." Okay? And Paul was, he saw, as far as leadership, they were co-equal. They were each apostles. One was for the Gentiles and one was for the Jewish people. Now, there was no politics. We have to become our brother's keeper, especially if you see error. James warns in James 5, I think it is, if you correct a brother, you're saving a soul from hell. Okay, how much more this doctrine, this gospel? If I'm in error, I'd love to have people tell me, hey, I'm not in this for popularity. I'm planning on going to heaven. But see, leadership, man, if they make mistakes, it's harder for them to fess up because of pride, and people hold them up in high regards, But Paul, he didn't care. Share the scripture, Galatians 2:6. "But of these who seem to be somewhat whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me. God accepteth no man's person." He's like, they're supposed to be, high regard to somebody. He said, it doesn't matter to me, And then another point, and then he said, "For they who seem to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me," meaning they didn't give him any revelations of the Spirit. He already had them. He got them from Jesus in their conversion and communication and their fellowship. He said, they didn't add nothing to me. I'm way past them already. Paul was matter of fact, okay? And so he was quick to point out Peter was to be blamed, okay? And that's how we're supposed to be. We are supposed to be a brother's keeper. There's another point, if I can find it. Peter was playing the politic card, and Paul seen it, and he's like, no, sir. Oh, wait a minute. Verse 8, 2:8. "For he that wrought effectually in Peter to the apostleship," he's talking about Jesus, "of the circumcision, the same was mighty in me towards the Gentiles." He's talking about Jesus, okay? And Paul was refocusing and recentering and correcting his brother in alignment, because Paul is focused on Jesus Christ. And when you have that connection and it doesn't break, man, the power connects of Jesus and the fellowship of Jesus. And you talk about walking in the Spirit. That's exactly what this is. See, he didn't have time for stupid politics and false doctrine, because he had a mission. People going to hell unless he preaches to them, okay? And leadership. They are the ones I have talked to, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. And hey, people got to wake up. When this alignment with Christ, you get it with fasting. Fasting is phenomenal because it clears the mind. So much of this food, I notice when I eat, and regularly eat 2-3 times a day, man, it fogs my mind. It's because I got so many stinking chemicals in the food. But when I'm trying to fast right now, I'm drinking stuff, but my mind is focused and it's tuned up and tuned in, and I can hear from Christ, and He can talk to me. That's the whole point of this. It ain't about some stupid religion. It's the point. It's the gospel. That's the connection. And I was somewhere just recently talked about this in the Spirit. I probably won't be able to find it. Let's see. Yeah, there's so much to this, folks. There's so much to this, okay? So that's all for now. God bless.